Hey gang, well, Roadblock has reached a dead end, if that makes any sense. What I mean by that is WWE Roadblock is done, over with, and, well, it's not exactly a step up from Fastlane, but, I don't know, if you want to, judge for yourselves. We started things off with a tag title match between the New Day against Sheamus and King Barrett of the League of Nations, and your winners, not surprisingly still tag team champions, the New Day. Then we had a bonus match between Jack Swagger and Chris Jericho, and sorry about these pictures, gang, this is a little unexpected, but your winner is Chris Jericho. And then the NXT tag team titles were on the line as the Revival took on Amore and Cassidy, your winners, and still the tag team champions, the Revival. And we had a match that was apparently announced on Twitter, a Divas title match between Charlotte and Natalya. Your winner and still Divas champion, Charlotte. What a surprise. This match was changed to a handicap match as Brock Lesnar took on Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. And there's your winner, Brock Lesnar. And another bonus match as Stardust took on Sami Zayn, and your winner of that one, Sami Zayn. Again, a lot of these pictures were put together, so sorry about that. And then, of course, we come to our main event as Triple H defended the world title against Dean Ambrose, and yeah, you already know Triple H won. Okay, so let's go over this mess of a pay-per-view. New Day keeping the tag titles from Sheamus and King Barrett. Not surprised. Not even in the least. They come out and promote a so-called new cereal called Bootios, and I'm like, I don't think I want to eat a cereal named after men's butts, but thank you. Thank you anyway. Chris Jericho, Jack Swagger, something they just threw in at the last minute. I don't know why they did this, but there were so many bonus matches on this thing, it wasn't even funny, and such a changing of so many different matches. Chris Jericho recently turned heel and went out on SmackDown, explained his actions. Like, we really need to know this crap, like, why did Chris Jericho come out to explain? Well, that's what they're pretty much telling you right there. The fans already knew. It's like, we don't need to know. We already know. It was set up. It was meant to be. It was like, okay, Jericho turned on AJ. Like, we were expecting this team to be long-term. Come on. But yeah, Jericho beating Jack Swagger by submission. No big surprise there. I thought it was actually kind of nice to see the four guys from the NXT brand getting a little WWE pay-per-view exposure. I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, there's rumors that Team Amore and Cassidy are supposed to be going to the main roster, so we'll see. Charlotte beating Natalya for the keeping the Divas title, I should say, from Natalya. Natalya saying, "I'm dedicating this match to my Uncle Bret Hart," which, to be quite honest with you, how many times do they have to do that before eventually we pretty much already know what the outcome's going to be? What was it? Brie Bella tried to dedicate her match with Charlotte for Daniel Bryan, and she lost. Somebody last year tried to dedicate a match to I believe it was Dusty Rhodes. It was another Divas title match, and she didn't win it either. So yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, this really needs to stop. This whole I'm dedicating my match to so and so, because it's just not gonna work, and it needs to stop with the Divas matches. It's got to stop at some point. Brock Lesnar winning the handicap match. He wound up taking Luke Harper to Suplex City, and I don't know, gang. I mean, do you think, everything I've read on it, I mean, he was like Bray Wyatt took off, left Luke Harper behind, and I don't know. I mean, could this be a face turn for Luke Harper? And if it is, they need to change his look. Oh, man. Sami Zayn beating Stardust. Really, no surprise there, honestly. You know, Sammy's Canadian, and you know, obviously they wanted to have him win in his home country, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll give it that much. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Sami Zayn, but a lot of people have been saying he's been needing to get up to the main roster for some time, and of course, a lot of people saying that now about Finn Balor, and hopefully his time will come pretty soon. But again, you know, if you, it seems like the guys who really should be on the main roster, they get there and they're buried pretty quickly. Remember Tyler Breeze? Case in point. I rest my case. And Triple H beating Dean Ambrose to keep the world title. I don't think anybody's a bit surprised by that. I mean, it was already set up, Triple H, Roman Reigns, to happen at WrestleMania, and just to throw this whole thing in there, it was like, why? I don't understand it. I don't get it, and it just seemed kind of pointless, to be honest with you. But it would have been kind of more interesting to see Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns for the world title. And at least maybe that way it could have been a more interesting WrestleMania pay-per-view. And it could have gone 50-50 instead of just like, oh, we already pretty much know who's going to win at WrestleMania. But that is the next one that I'll be doing a picks video on. And that's supposed to be happening sometime around, I believe, next month. So hope you guys will check that out when it happens. And, I mean, we already know of at least, 2 or 3 different matches. Triple H, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, and Shane McMahon and The Undertaker. You know, The Undertaker could have been on this card, and I don't think it would have really hurt his match at WrestleMania, to be honest with you, but you know, I guess I'm going to try and build up to this one and try to make it as interesting as they can. Hopefully they can, and you know, there's people already 50-50 on what's going to happen. There's some people that actually believe that Shane McMahon will somehow win the Hell in a Cell match because they really want to see Shane try to make the WWE product better. But I don't know. As long as Vince is in charge, we're going to get continuous disappointment. All right, I'm going to give some shout-outs to some guys that I hope you guys will go check out their channels and subscribe to them. They talk a lot of wrestling, and they have wrestling videos on their channels too. So please go check out Will's World, Gordon Maston, attituderanation, Tomer Hennon 15, Matt Jerishow, hockeymaskguy, Rassle Reel, NorCal ProWrestling, Trader Jack 641, WrestleManiac 1130, YaBoyCompton, Wrestling with Wregret, and the world famous Flea Market. I believe I got them. RADPROEmbryonix. I think if I missed that one, I'm sorry about that. But well, let me just go through them in alphabetical order real quick. I'll just mix them up in the comment. Attituderanation, Gordon Maston, hockeymaskguy, Matt Jerishow, NorCal ProWrestling, RADPROEmbryonix, Rassle Reel, Tomer Hennon 15, Trader Jack 641, Will's World, World Famous Flea Market, WrestleManiac 1130, Wrestling with Wregret, and YaBoyCompton. There you guys go. I think I've been rambling on long enough. I will be back on here again in this series. Once again, like I said, doing my picks for WrestleMania 32. So until then, how have you felt about Roadblock? If you watched it, let me know what you thought about it. And did you have a favorite match? Or do you think this could have been the worst pay-per-view since December to Dismember? Just saying. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. And of course, if you like my videos, wherever that subscribe button is down below, click on it with that arrow thing that's attached to your mouse that you move around on the yeah, you know what you're doing. Alright guys, see you later. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, stay strong and rock on.